More on the impact of the stalling EV market and whether it really is stalling. Let's bring in Kevin Roberts, Director of Industry Insights and Analytics at CarGurus. Is the market for electric vehicles stalling, Kevin, when sales are up as much as you say they are?
Yes and no. So we're in a situation now where the data can basically tell you whatever story you're looking to tell. So EV sales are definitely up. However, not all EVs are selling at the same rate. So we're also seeing rising inventory levels out there, which is suggesting the market might not be as willing to buy every EV that's being produced right now.
So the inventories are going up in part because I guess maybe some of the demand has come off, the froth in demand has come off, but also isn't it because the supply chain issues have been solved?
Yeah, so we're seeing rising new inventory across the board for all powertrain options. We're also seeing more EV makes and models available, which is also increasing that. And we're also coming from a really low base of EV inventory in 2022. So all of that is really helping to increase some of these percentage numbers that you're seeing.
Hey, Kevin, help us make some sense of this. On Tesla's call a couple weeks ago, we know that there's been these price decreases, and Elon and crew seems to think there's this price elasticity that should exist, and these cars are much cheaper, yet obviously financing costs are much higher. But even if you look year over year, with the price cuts, they're not that much more expensive with financing rates that much higher. What's going on with this whole idea that you lower prices a lot and there's still not increased demand as it relates to Tesla?
I just don't think we're there to price parity completely with internal combustion engines out there. Looking at average listing price data from CarGurus today, month end October, average listing price of a new EV was 28% higher than an internal combustion engine vehicle. So there still is some pricing premium out there. And I think that's really giving consumers pause when looking towards EVs with some of the potential issues regarding charging availability and range anxiety.
When you look at, for example, the F-150 truck, the electric version of that truck is $8,000 or $10,000 more than the internal combustion version of it, right?
Yeah, so I was looking at the F-150 versus the F-150 Lightning today. So the F-150 internal combustion engine average listing price around $60,000. F-150 Lightning average listing price a little over $72,000. So if you put that into a month,
serious difference.
Yes, serious difference. And if you put that into a 60-month loan with a near 8% interest rate, just that MSRP difference could lead to a $250 increase in your monthly payment. And I think that's really giving consumers pause.
Quick question: among the EV models that you see, which are the ones that are selling the slowest, where the inventory build is greatest? They're sitting on the lots longest. Tesla doesn't have that problem because they really sell direct to consumers. They don't have a lot of cars sitting on their lot.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting case study of the retail sales model versus the direct to consumer model. There's definitely pros towards the retail model, and we'll see how that evolves into the marketplace. I think what the real kind of question now is, we saw automakers really moving quickly to get new EVs to marketplace, likely to parry Tesla's dominance in the market. But what we're seeing now is a lot of early adopters have likely adopted, and with that pricing parity still not there, we're likely seeing some hesitancy towards kind of mass adoption at this rate.